welcome back to the Blêrie Podcast. Your jacket is noisy.
It is a noisy jacket, eh?
I hate those jackets where it's
When
like,
it is very still.
and you're like a checkers bag.
Yeah, I am.
When Katy Perry said, do you ever feel like a plastic bag
floating through the wind?
through the wind? That is what that would sound like. That is a visual representation.
Of a plastic bag. I've always wanted to carry food.
How are you?
I'm doing all right, thank you. I'm a little bit sore today.
Tell the people what you did.
So, we decided on Tabiso Kambule's show, because we are such big fans of the Bulls, that...
Well, not we. They.
Well,
Don't bring me into this.
So I'm a huge fan of the Bulls, and since very small, since so small. I even walked to the Loftus when I was smaller, and I played billicky rugby and everything. And I've always been a Bull supporter. And then we were on air and we were saying, I'm such a big supporter. And we got a call in from the marketing manager by the name of Neil Mangaru. And he said, listen, seeing as you're such a big supporter, why don't you come in on the game day, which was this past Saturday. And they played against Lyon. I know, I just said Lyon. Because when I said Lyon in a post, my dad said, nay. You must say it's Lee and then
Is it French?
It's, yes.
I knew it.
The French.
That's why whenever you do French pronunciations, you just have to gag a little. Pretend that something's hitting the back of your throat.
Yes.
Like, and you've got the French dialect down.
You got it down. So.
Yes, you did what?
I did what? So then they said, are you up for a challenge to get a Blue Bulls tattoo on the side of the field? And naturally, for me, I was like, hey, you know me, I'm always up for the challenge. So then we got a Blue Bulls tattoo on. Are you
wearing a wife beater?
Just to show the people the support of the Blue Bulls. Ta-da! Yes.
I don't know what to say.
So impressed because...
Okay, wait to talk until we can see your face again in the camera, because now we can see your tummy.
Okay.
Was it painful?
Yes, it was. I didn't
Did you cry?
I almost cried.
Did you almost cry?
I almost cried. But
well, to be fair, because I know I called you a baby, I'm sorry about that, although I stick to what I say. Men are more kleinserig.
Yes.
But to be fair, color is more painful than black tattoos. Did you know that?
Yes, I did know
because
that.
The pigment.
Because of the pigment.
Did you know?
Tell me.
I'm just coming with it. Did you know? Did you know most aeroplanes are white because it weighs less?
Yes.
Than colored paint. Isn't that fascinating?
Who knew, huh?
Because the pigment in color is heavier.
It's heavier. Yeah.
Hashtag if you know, you know. Now you know.
Now you know.
Anyway, congratulations on your tattoo. But if I was you, I would be clever about it. Did you hear someone talking?
That's in your ear.
If I was you, I would charge them monthly for advertising.
For advertising purposes.
Yes. Yeah, put it in writing. You might have wanted to do that before.
Before.
But it's monthly marketing.
It is.
Tell them, gooi me a grand a month.
At least. That would be amazing.
I know.
Sure. And then, of course, the Bulls took the win by a massive margin. They were 59-19. So.
The Sharks also had a big win
did they now? Okay.
this week.
Oh.
The Lions, shame. I don't know.
How can your brother and your dad show their faces in public?
Well, we don't watch rugby as much anymore because we don't have TV. And because it depresses us. Especially them. But also, like, the Sharks went through it. They're only now starting to get up again. And you can't just support your team when they're doing good.
No, exactly. That's the thing. I actually forgot to check. If Munster beat someone yesterday, then the Bulls go into the quarterfinals, which means they're playing again this Sunday at Loftus.
Okay, but I care less.
Yes.
Now that we are playing against teams called Munster and I don't know any of the teams.
I know.
And I miss playing Crusaders and stuff like that.
Yes.
Blum, 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 blum.
You do a good cell phone. I'm just
I know.
Hashtag, now you know.
I made a few notes of things that happened.
I see you taking screenshots.
I took screenshots and just queued it up here. One of the articles that drew my eyes
Yes.
and went straight to my brain and made me think was the one that says China faces a reckoning as disillusioned Gen Z and millennial workers refuse to save for retirement. And I was like, listen, governments of the world, ne? We can't afford shit.
Yeah, let alone saving for retirement.
Saving for retirement. Okay, we are not even sure if we're going to be alive by tomorrow. Saving for what? Saving with what?
With what?
What?
I'm so in debt, it's not even a joke. Where am I supposed to save?
Like, you know what? I'm going to starve today so that I have a better life when I'm 55. Get your heads out of your arseholes.
Yes!
And they're always like millennials. Yeah, millennials. Because they are the ones that taught us, go to work. Get a degree, get a good job. Work at that job. Don't quit. Work at that job.
And
Put on years. And then get a good man. And pop out the baby. It doesn't work like that anymore.
Even if it did work like that, it doesn't really work like that. Because even though those people are now working today.
What?
Of those people who said all those things.
No, but it worked for them. It worked in their time. Because our parents could afford to buy a house.
Yeah.
And to buy a car. And to save a bit, go on a vacation once a year, that type of thing. That's the lifestyle led back then. But now, I don't know. I can't even fathom buying a house. And then the smart people who's boomers
Yeah.
says the millennials need to buy less avocado toast. Did you see that?
No, I didn't
They
see.
always make this thing about if you maybe stop buying avocado toast and expensive coffees, you'll be able to afford a house. Do you know what the house costs?
Do you have any idea what a house costs? An avocado a day is not going to save for a house.
And I don't eat avocado. Where's my house?
Yeah.
I don't even eat that stuff. It's like baby poop.
You don't like avocado?
A sick baby.
No!
A Shrek baby.
No! How dare you say
It's
that?
ridiculous. Like, now we refuse to save for retirement. We can't.
We can't.
Meow. Even
Meow.
the categories.
Even the categories, yes.
And then just after that, the article that says trouble for petrol prices in South Africa in May. And I'm like, you see what I'm talking about?
Not again, really.
That's going to take a chunk out of my retirement.
Yeah.
The next-
That it is. That spare room I was saving for
Yeah.
my house, that's not
Yeah.
there anymore.
yeah. I'm going to have to eat less avocado toast. Another petrol increase.
We're just switching to electric. Is that what we're saying?
Electric cars are so stupid.
Sure, it's going to save us
How?
money in
In
the
South
long run.
Africa.
In the long
Please.
run.
No, long run se gat. It's so stupid. First of all, they act like it's economical and it's good for the planet. No, it's not. That batteries, to make that batteries and ship them, I'm sounding like Jeremy Clarkson, is expensive. And with what's going on with our electricity, sorry,
Yeah,
I
you're
can't
right.
come to work because I can't charge my car.
That sounds ridiculous. I like that.
And then not just that, it takes hours. It's not a quick, you just
Yeah, it's...
put it on the charger quick. It has to charge for like 12 hours. I told you about this before the podcast, but I was supposed to say it for the podcast, but I was just so excited. Not really excited, that sounds rude. But a Russian influencer
Yes.
got it arrested
For?
because she made a video where she tickled a war statue.
That's
I
not
know.
a euphemism for
How
something.
dare
is it?
she? No, it's some sort of statue. I didn't bother looking at which one because to me it doesn't matter.
okay.
She made a video tickling it, like a funny video. And I'm assuming, as far as I understand, it has something to do with the Nazis or something, or I don't know. So she got it arrested, got 10
months.
10 months, and she was banned from social media for 2 years. The worst part, in the comment section, there's a bunch of people who agrees with Russia. They're like, yeah, this influencer needs to learn to be respectful. Like, what the fuck?
But why don't you go to jail? Because you freaking going to jail. There's a difference. Going to jail with hardened criminals who have murdered, raped, and done whatever things. No, but you've tickled the statue.
Yeah, I don't think, like, we have a lot of issues in our country. But, like, freedom of speech and stuff, like, at least I can say, you know what, I think my president's a poo-poo.
Yes.
I can say that.
Yeah.
And I won't get arrested and put it into jail. I can make a video, I don't know, tickling Nelson Mandela. I think he would like that.
Yeah. He probably would. He'd be like, you're happy doing
like,
that.
He's a nice guy. Well, was. And now I'm putting my foot in my mouth. But you know what I'm saying? We at least have some freedoms.
Yeah, we do.
At least we can run our mouths.
Yes.
But imagine making a silly little video.
And you go to jail.
And you go to jail. I don't know if she went to jail or I think they said 10 months physical labor.
That's so much better. That's 10 times worse.
Can you imagine?
Physical labor.
Physical labor.
You know what physical labor is, eh? You're working in mines.
Yeah, I know what physical labor is.
Oh, do you?
I did matriculate. And I used to build furniture with my dad.
That is madness. That is absolute madness.
On another topic, I feel like every day I agree with the internet less. Where I see
that's good
popular opinion and I'm like, what? What?
Like what? Did you see?
This one, it's an interesting story. So Harvard removed a book that the cover was made of human skin. I know, gross.
Yeah.
So this is a very old book, and in those times it was common practice to wrap your book with people's skin.
Mommy, it's the first day of school. Mommy, you need to have my books with something. Get Johnny. Let's get Johnny.
It sounds horrible. It is horrible. I'm not sure. I think it was like it was a criminal. That was part of the punishment. Like, your punishment is there.
So it's not like your brother who was very bad last week. And like, listen, now
come here.
Come here.
Bring your foot. So it's like your punishment, and then maybe if you were really bad, you get bound onto a bad book.
Oh my gosh.
Or if you're smart, you're like, okay, you can be the cover of the dictionary. Okay, so we can all agree that it's a fucked up practice.
Yes, we can.
But now they removed it. I don't know if they're gonna rebind it with different material. And this is now where the question comes in. Should they remove it?
I think they should just reprint it in something else. But yes, remove that book with skin on it. Because what happens if someone gets very drunk and they decide, ooh, KFC, chicken skin, human skin, same difference, and they deep fry the book, and now they've got a nap for...
No, I think you're being weird.
Yes.
I don't think they should remove it. I'll tell you why. This is Harvard, and it's like one of those historical libraries and stuff. And you have like, what's that big one in America? Where all the history things are.
Yeah, it's in Washington.
The Smithsonian, ne? It's part of history. It's something that happened. You can't just throw it in the dustbin and pretend it didn't happen.
Yeah.
It's a part of history.
So would you rather put it then behind a glass case?
A glass case, say there. Make it a tourist attraction.
Yeah, you're right.
The skin book. And apparently there's many in like history. So I'm just saying, you can't just erase history. It's a part of history. It's something that happened.
Well, you can go and tickle that book.
It's gross.
It's gross. Don't get you wrong.
But I'm just saying it happened. We can't just pretend it didn't. Let's set the skin book on fire and pretend that it never existed. I just don't think that's the answer.
You feel quite strongly opinionated about this skin book.
Because I saw in the comment section people kind of going back and forth about And I agreed with the people saying, you know what, this was a shitty thing that happened. It was a cock practice, but it happened. And it's a part of history. And there's a lot of things in history that was pretty cock.
Yeah, it was.
There's a lot of things in present and in future that's going to be pretty cock. But, you know, it's what it is. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
Have you ever fucked up?
Where do we begin?
At the most inopportune time.
Many times. Let's try to think of one. Heck, we can be on a romantic date and I'll say the worst thing possible and then or...
Well, it would be the worst thing possible if we were on a romantic date, seeing as you have your fiancé.
Oh, yes, probably, yes, I would think so.
So they're already...
That's...
Mouth fit.
Yes, that's right. They meet on a constant occasion, I promise.
Who?
My mouth and my foot.
Ah.
Yes. Why do you ask?
I saw this. And I thought, shame. Because this guy is a diver. And he slipped off the board in front of the French president at the Olympics opening. And I thought, you know...
Did it open now?
Apparently, I can't watch Olympics. The only thing worse than running is watching someone else run. I could not care less. But now I'm thinking, this guy must have practiced a lot.
Yes,
and the Olympics is a big deal. Of all the places...
All the times.
For your foot to be leaving their balance. This must be one of the worst. In front of the French president.
Oh no.
There's
but
a picture.
How come the Olympics is in Tokyo?
I don't know, but whatever.
No, that poor
it's
man.
Sasaki.
That poor man.
The preparations for the 2024 Summer Olympics
preparations, okay.
in Paris is
okay.
underway. So they said at Paris Olympics pool opening. So I'm guessing it's the opening of the pool for the Olympics. Sucks to be you, sir.
Ay. And they've got check that photo. I mean,
could they not have chosen a better photo? Just to swear in some embarrassment.
Poor man.
What if it was on purpose? Not him on purpose. Maybe he has a rival. A rival diver.
A rival? No, they will have. Yeah.
Because I read a book.
Yes.
Where this guy wanted to embarrass his girl's ex-boyfriend.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of putting wax on the surfboard, he put baby oil.
Oh, sweet.
So maybe that's what happened.
That could have happened as well.
I can see it.
Uh-huh.
You know the, what's his name from Ireland? The coach? Andy Farrell?
Okay.
Why are you not following me?
Because I'm just trying to think of the coach of Ireland. I don't know the coach.
This guy. The rugby coach.
Okay, I don't know him.
How do you not know Andy Farrell?
I don't know him.
Okay, he's the coach of Ireland rugby.
Okay.
But also recently I found out he's Owen Farrell's father.
Oh,
yes. Because I don't like Owen, but I like Randy Andy.
No, Randy. No, Andy. Don't get Randy, please.
He's attractive. He's a sexy-looking man.
Would you like him to get Randy?
I wonder if he's really Owen's father.
He really is, yes.
Anyway, he gave us some recognition when he said South Africa is 100% the best team in the world. And even though we have a million World Cups, people still stray about that fact. But their problem, they don't have the World Cup.
Well, yes, quite a segue, isn't that?
It was on purpose.
It was on purpose. Wow. Well, seeing you, Mr. Randy. Oh. My mother recently went to the islands.
She just got back.
And
when did
she
she
just
get
got back
Friday.
on Friday, yes.
Hello, Jane.
Yes. So she got back on Friday, and because my sister lives there with her beautiful children and husband, Gareth, and so she goes over from time to time when my sister does work stuff. And she has now got me addicted to these cookies, these thingies. They are specially selected caramel biscuit Rocky Road, and I thought
I've heard of love Rocky Road.
Yeah, but this is a very special.
We are doing a tasting
Taste.
Irish sweeties. Cookies. I already drank my coffee. This
Okay.
is massive.
It's massive. So, do
It
you want to halve
doesn't
it?
look like a cookie.
Do you want to half it, or do you want to have a full one
It
for
depends.
yourself?
I'm gonna.
Yes, let's. You go first, and you tell me. Oh, there's that look. There's that look. Yes.
I'm trying to make sense of the flavors inside my mouth.
So there is caramelized biscuits,
That's
pieces,
okay.
mini marshmallows, Belgian white chocolate.
It's good.
And it's good, eh? It's very nice. It's changed my life.
That's a bit dramatic. Okay, what's the different Irish sweetie that I liked more?
And apparently the Irish sweeties now.
I got the marshmallow there.
Yeah.
No, it's very nice.
Mm.
I love tasting new sweeties. Thank you, Tani Jane, for the cookies.
Do you think your brother would like it?
I don't know.
You don't know.
He's more of a salt
person.
than a sweet.
Mm.
I want to ask you a question. After I chew. I'm trying to figure out what this tastes like. Every now and then, there's a bite of something. And I'm like, what's that? I'll figure it out. Do you know who Ryan Roxy is?
No.
So Ryan Roxy is the guitarist of Alice Cooper.
Okay.
Okay. And I don't know why. But he has liked not one but two of my Instagram stories.
You lie.
I promise.
You lie.
And I can't figure it out. He's not following me. Why
Oh,
would
he just commented again.
But twice, he's liked my Instagram stories. And it kind of sent me into a spiral. Because I'm like, he's not following me. How did he, in the first place, see my story to accidentally like it?
Mm-hmm.
The first time I saw Ryan Roxy like your story. And I freaked out. And then I thought, probably by accident. But then I was like, how does he accidentally see my story if he's not following me? How does he see my story at all? And then about a week later, Ryan Roxy liked...
Your mouth was just no.
And I'm like, this made me think. There's a distinct possibility that Ryan Roxy and Alice Cooper maybe sits at breakfast and says, did you see what Sami posted?
Or it could be a fake account. But we don't.
No, it is like, what do you call it? Verified account. It's definitely him. Definitely him. It's his verified account.
So they're sitting at breakfast. You know, after you died on stage last night, as you do after every concert, I decided to pick up some Sami Hall Says. Because that's what he does after every concert on stage.
No, what I'm saying is that it's a delusion that I'm having.
Mm-hmm.
But the fact that you liked my story does open up the possibility that he and Alice Cooper gabs on weekends about, did you see Sammy's hilarious video about Eskom? I know I'm talking cock,
Yes.
but still, he liked my story.
I think we're going to put that as the promo and you're going to tag him in there.
Ryan Roxy and Alice Cooper gabs over weekends about how hilarious I am. Obviously they don't. And like I said, he's not following me. And probably he has an accounts manager or something.
Yeah.
But I still can't figure out
How and
how
why.
my stories got it to his phone.
Okay. Book time.
Oh. Today we are doing a very different book.
Oh.
It's not, there's no,
Oh, I mean, good.
This book it's very different.
Bambi.
So we are doing 1984 by George Oswald.
Ah, in 1984. Okay.
Have you read it before?
No, but I know many who have.
It's a very old book.
I think we read it in English.
Really? We did not. We did not. By the time I was in school.
Shush you.
Okay, but it's an old book. It was written in like 1949 or 1948 or something. And the book is called 1984. And it's a dystopian novel. And I read it for the first time. Because it's like a classic. It's something everyone needs to read.
I think it might have been written in 1984?
No, it was written in 1948.
Oh.
The book was named 1984, which was his idea of what would happen in 1984. And now we are past that already, long ago.
Long ago.
I'm gonna read for you the summary that I gave, and then we're gonna talk.
Yes.
So 1984 by George Orwell. I keep
George
saying
Orwell.
Oswald.
Yeah, it's George Orwell.
Who's George Oswald? Isn't he one of the guys who executed that president? Oswald.
No, it was...
I'm gonna Google it.
my brain... no, you're off. Assassinated... we'll speak amongst ourselves. Well, how was your week? It was good. Anyway, did it.
It is. Lee Harvey Oswald.
Lee Harvey. There we go. Not George.
No, but I said Oswald.
Okay.
Whatever.
Anyways, let's get back.
1994 by George Orwell
Yes.
is a dystopian novel that portrays a totalitarian society where personal freedom is non-existent. I
wonder what they're talking.
That like?
I don't think you can tickle statues in that book either.
I don't think you can. It warns against the dangers of a totalitarian power, surveillance, propaganda, and thought control in a powerful critique of modern society. Now, when I read this book, when he wrote this book, I'm sure people thought, this is science fiction.
It's a science fiction.
This sounds far-fetched. And then I read the book and it made my brain explode. Because it doesn't sound far-fetched at all. So in the book, the main character dude, okay, first of all, the society they are in is all fabricated. Nothing is real. And then there's Big Brother who watches everything everyone does. There's TVs in your house and at your work which can't be switched off, which shows you the news, which they decide what they show you, can't be switched off. And Big Brother watches you through the TV and listens to you through like microphones. And you may say, that sounds far-fetched. Does it?
Does that? These things don't switch off.
Does it?
Does it?
Technology everywhere. And the whole society is being brainwashed into just believing what Big Brother and the what wants them to believe. And they are kind of being brainwashed. They're always in war. And you have to do what they say you must do. Then people get arrested for thought crimes. And that is literally when you think for yourself. And they watch and listen in on you the whole time. So if you start to wake up and realize something's not right here, then you get arrested and tortured and deleted. So when you get deleted, you get killed. And then there's literally people who erase your existence from their records. Like you are deleted. And then why are you doing...
There's a movie with... What's his name? The guy who was Batman. The one with the Dark Knight Rises. And
was it maybe a movie about this book?
It was pretty much damn close to what about that. And the biggest thing with that is that there is this all overpower being people, whatever. And the thing is as well is that you either... I think it's like either a medication or you have a gun that you've got to just inject yourself with every day so that you don't have feelings. And then it's exactly like that.
And in this, like, you're not allowed... Feelings is like they are being brainwashed. They are always in war. They watch executions and they are all excited about that. Oh, let's go see people get killed. And the people who get killed for having thoughts.
Yeah.
And then before they kill them, they make sure they admit to stuff that they didn't do. It's all like brainwashing. And then the guy in the book started to wake up, and he's like, this isn't right. And he has distinct memories of how it used to be before. And he's like, I have to do something. And at the end of the day, he gets captured. And then what he did is he started to write a diary. And that's against the law, punishable by death. You can't write your own thoughts down. Who do you think you is? And he got caught. And then they tortured him.
Sure.
And brainwashed him. Because in the book he wrote, they tell you 2 + 2 = 5.
Yeah.
And you have to believe it. And while they were torturing him, they kept asking him, what's 2 + 2? Until he ended up saying, it's 5. And what. And then at the end of the book, he was just brainwashed and he loved Big Brother and he was sitting there like a zombie person.
Oh, no, goodness.
So he didn't have a happy ending. Happy ending probably would have ruined the book.
Yeah.
But I was thinking, it doesn't sound far-fetched. I know I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I don't think it's far-fetched. Because they have thought police, and you get arrested for thought crimes. And I thought, is that different than cancel culture?
Well,
Because-
so thoughts that are going out into the world, I suppose.
Exactly, but what I'm saying is, yes, I do believe that people need to be held responsible for their actions. So people getting cancelled for crimes or sexual assaults, that type of thing, I'm all for it. Like, we need to hold people accountable. But we are at a point now where if someone has a thought that's different from popular opinion, they lose their livelihood. They're like, you are cancelled.
Yeah.
You liked that person's post. This makes you a that. You are now cancelled. And I'm like, it's exactly the same thing. And everyone's being pushed into, everyone must think exactly the same way, which is ridiculous. But then I also thought, if we are at a point, you will not know if we are at this point because you can be brainwashed.
Exactly.
But if you are in the situation and you suddenly wake up and you realize something's not right here, would you make like him and fight against it and try to write a book or what? Try to fight against the propaganda.
Against the man.
Against the man. Stand up against him knowing that you're going to be tortured in the most horrible ways.
Ooh.
Or are you just going to pretend to be a sheep? Or what? What would you do? I would. I don't know if I would.
I don't think I would.
Because they tortured him for reals. And he has a fear for rats.
Oh no.
And you know, rats are carnivorous bastards.
They are.
And they tortured him ugly.
Oh no.
Not a nice torture. Ugly torture.
Ugly torture.
And I thought, I don't know if I will stand up against the man. And even if I did, there's people now who stand up against some of the mans. And what are they called? Conspiracy theorists? Idiots? Morons?
Crazy people.
Crazy person. And for him, when they were busy interrogating him and trying to mind, they told him he's crazy. He's lost his mind. I just want to make you better because you are not well in your head. But he was the only well one in his head.
You see.
It's scary.
Yeah.
I literally Googled, before that event that I went to alone, I literally Googled how to talk to people. And I feel like the FBI would be laughing at me.
Yeah, probably would.
For that one.
They might.
So, yes, I care. I don't want people watching me. Because they're going to laugh at me.
And so, did you know on this day, 1973...
Did you know?
Someone who you should know and would love because she was such an artsy person, Pablo Picasso passed away in 1973.
He wasn't a good person, as far as I'm aware.
He was a bit of he was a nutter.
I don't think that's socially acceptable to say.
Oh, okay.
I think that is not showing.
Those poor peanuts are going to have a store to get out.
But I'm not making a joke. I don't know what we are allowed to say anymore or joke about anymore.
But also, some people
But
get
I feel
cancelled
like-
for half an hour, and other people get cancelled for
Yeah.
half a
And
life.
some people get cancelled for the stupidest things.
Mm.
But I did laugh because I feel like in South Africa we are more tolerant about joking and stuff. People in South Africa we joke about everything.
Yeah, we have to.
Like we have a humor. But I was laughing because I made a video about my puma, my Ford Puma, and I was like, she's gorgeous. And then someone commented and said, luckily you are not in America because you would get cancelled for misgendering your car. And I was laughing because it's funny because it's true.
Yeah, probably. Oh.
Also, I was making a video once and Adida came by and went, wah!
Yeah.
And while I was making the video, I was like, stop interrupting me. I'm like, the bird is interrupting me. He's so rude.
Oh,
And
yes.
someone also commented and said, excuse me, did you just assume that bird's gender?
It's,
And I was laughing because they were
That is-
making a joke. The
that is
person in the
crazy.
comment was joking.
That is crazy.
So I responded and said, well, you interrupted me, so I assumed it was a guy.
Hi.
Comment down below. Like, subscribe, if you want to. I don't own you.
Yet.
Press the bell. But if there's people going to be in charge and owning people, it's not going to be us. We're going to be the sheeps.
Ma.
Or are we?
Oh, all this time.
Alright, thank you for coming. We'll chat again next week. And if you have any book recommendations for me, comment down below. Okay? Bye. Okay, bye.